All right.
Wait, yeah, we're on.
Oh, well, the screen went back up. All right. Okay. Hey, everyone. David C. Anderson coming at you from the Knife Center on the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday itself. We are here. We've made it. We're all recovering from our turkey comas, but that is great. I've got, as always, Thomas behind the camera helping out. Helping out, doing
everything.
Basically everything. And over here beside me, to my left, Seth V.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Seth is going to be monitoring the live chat as we go through all of the Black Friday deals we've got today. So if you've got any questions, anything you want to bring up, points to make about knives we're showing, cool stuff, questions, pop it in the chat, and maybe he'll feed me some nines here. So the reason we're doing the live stream today is we have got way too many knives on sale. To really show them off to you any other way. I mean, this is more knives I think we've ever had on this table at any one given time, which is why they're all closed.
We had to put them in rows.
We had to put them in rows. Couldn't even open them. So, but we're gonna go through some stuff as well.
Real quick before we start.
Yes.
People in the chat are saying audio's quiet, bad audio. Let's check that real quick.
Already on it.
Thomas is already on it.
Thomas is the man with the plan with the buttons at his fingertips.
All the buttons, every single button. Just every
You made the
button.
changes you want to make?
I think we're good.
How's the audio now, folks? If you could,
I can
let
bring
us
us
know.
up a little bit.
And you want to start the other feed there? I can
Yeah.
shout that out as well.
Sure.
Bear with us just a minute, folks.
We're working without a net.
We're working on the internet. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but there's nothing but beneath us. Everything is a cloud. Like everything above us is the net, and if we fall, we fall.
So the cloud is up there, and everything below us is a series of tubes, right?
Series of tubes. Net.
That's how this is the internet, folks.
This is the internet.
So anyway, welcome to the YouTube Black Friday Knife Deals live stream. Also want to shout out our TikTok audience. We're streaming live to TikTok as well. For those of you that are on YouTube and may not be aware we're on TikTok, now you're aware. So there you go. Feel free to check out our profile there if you wish. Let's get into the deals because we've got a lot to get through, as you can see right here in front of me. We're going to start out with this little bad boy right here. This is actually a promo item that we're going to talk about that you'll be able to add on to any order on the site right now, not just the deals right here. This is the Kershaw Mini Skyline, a Knife Center exclusive with the black stone washed finish. You've got a D2 blade, just under 3 inches, nice Skyline handle, liner lock, ball bearings in the pivot, so it flips way nicer than the original Skyline ever did, and a deep carry pocket clip, which of course the original Skyline also did not have. You can get this on any order, $199 or bigger, with the promo code FREESKY. It is a very sweet little knife, and if you're buying something for yourself at that kind of price, even if this particular or doesn't interest you in particular, is something you might want, fantastic gift item this time of year. So you can knock out a little extra of a bit of your holiday shopping at the same time you're picking something else up as well. Really, really cool little item right here.
Promo code FREESKY.
Promo code FREESKY. Orders $199 or more while supplies last for a limited time. All of that stuff you might hear on a QVC type show.
Or commercial.
Which we're definitely not. We're gonna try not to lean into any kind of QVC shenanigans today. The first one I'm gonna talk about as well, before we get into like new stuff we haven't covered on the channel before, still ongoing stuff that you saw in our stupidest knife deals video that we posted last Saturday. All of those, as far as I know, all of those deals are still active. But this one right here is worth an extra shout out. The Ontario Rat Model 1, the Rat 1, 3.6-inch blade, AUS-8 steel, OD green handles, kind of the classic configuration, apart from the color, maybe black is more classic.
Arguably.
But priced better than they've been since decade or more ago. $23 for these right now. As I'm looking at the site right now, it does say out of stock, typically ships in 2 to 3 days. So we do have more of these on the way. Don't let the out of stock thing scare you, but Another fantastic thing, if you need a couple beater knives, if you're looking for gift options these days, especially for folks who might be heading outdoors, this is a very easy knife to recommend for campers, Boy Scouts, hikers, you name it. Yeah, just a great knife.
Indispensable.
Yeah, classic price right now too, basically.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah,
you
that's
need
a
to get
vintage
above,
price.
and if you need to get above that $199 threshold, promo code FreeSky.
That's true. Yeah, if you're real close to that 199, throw a rat in the cart, and then you'll make it. What should we talk about first, Seth?
Oh boy, I'm probably most excited about the Protech sale
Okay.
because Protech hardly ever go on sale, and this one is only 1 day long.
Right. Protech on sale 1 day only. Sure. Let's talk about the Protech. Let me pull up my my bookmarks here. This is how much stuff we've got on the table. I can't even have all my tabs loaded at the same time.
I'm having a hard enough time finding them on the table.
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh, I got there eventually.
This is the Protech section of the video. Sure. Like new stuff and old stuff is on sale, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. We were lucky enough to get a pretty big shipment of a Protech restock, basically days before the sale started. So we have a lot of cool stuff right now, including a knife that I'm really excited about, the very newest Protech design, the Oligarch.
Yeah, let's start with that. So the Dmitry Sinkovich designed Oligarch from Protech. These have, let me pull up the spec sheet, MagnaCut blade steel, 3 1/4 inch blade, aluminum handles, which is typical from Protech, of course. The new wider, or no, that's not the new wider deep carry pocket clip, but you've got the folded over pocket clip right there. Really cool ergonomics, really nicely ground blade. Regularly priced at $300. They are $270 right now. So it's not a huge discount, but it is a sort of discount that almost never happens any other time of the year.
Yeah.
So worth picking one up if you've been on the fence a little bit for sure. And it's just a really cool knife too. We've got blue, black, and gray, I think, are all on sale right now. The gray I know is.
The gray is not.
No, it is. I checked this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the gray is actually on sale.
Cool.
Actually, we have a website at our disposal. We can check right now. Yep, gray, black, and
Awesome.
blue, all on sale at $270 price point. MagnaCut steel, if you're unfamiliar with it, if you're not a regular viewer of this channel, you may not be. If you are a regular viewer of this channel, you've heard me say this over and over. It is stainless steel, of course. It is both stainless, very tough, and holds an edge a very good long time. It does those three things exceptionally well. Usually one of those columns is not as good as the other two on pretty much any other knife steel. It's kind of a game-changing thing. So it's a very cool knife. Let me close it back up. We've put some of our PT Plus exclusives on sale. These are right now, oh, of course, I bookmarked the wrong one, Seth. Why did I do that?
Well, there we go.
There it is.
Luckily, our site's fairly easy to navigate.
$25 off of these right now. This is normally $250, now at $225 for right now. Just over 3-inch blade, crew wear blade steel. So it is quite tough. It holds an edge a good long time. Not stainless, however. But you have the black DLC coating on here to help against that. Red handles on this one. A few different flavors are available.
Yep.
A little bit bigger than the old PT, and as such, you get a pretty accommodating grip for a knife on the smaller side generally.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
It also hits harder than the other one.
They feel
David Protech was saying
really good.
they substituted the, they have sort of one spring for their smaller knives, different spring for their bigger ones. They went ahead and put the bigger spring in that one, so it hits real hard.
Yeah.
It's very satisfying.
It is quite satisfying. And a great everyday carry blade shape, in my opinion. For me, a 3 to 3 1/4 inch drop point blade does everything I usually need my everyday carry standard pocket knives to do. And this is a very nice example of something like that. Yeah, very nice knife. Non-reversible, but you do have a deep carry pocket clip, and it is executed very well. It's inset into the handles, and you've got those flush head screws. So there's nothing to possibly interfere with the hem of your pocket when you're going back in. Just a nice, smooth experience overall. We've also got from Protech, let me just, I'll run through these a little more quickly. We've got the TR3 This is a version of that is on sale right now for $198. So it's a sub
Ooh,
two,
that's nice.
a full size Protech under $200. Don't often see that at all. This one has the flat dark earth aluminum with the fluting on it, 154 cm blades. Again, a great everyday carry blade shape for my needs. And that inimitable Protech action. Like nothing sounds like a Protech.
Yeah, they are in a class of their own for sure.
Yeah, like whatever it is, however they build these, even with other competitors who use the same materials, they don't sound the same as a Protech. A Protech always sounds like a Protech.
Yeah.
Which is a cool thing. This is also Protech's 25th anniversary year, actually.
Hey, nice. Congrats.
And congrats, absolutely are in order. And they've done some, fancier versions of existing knives for the 25th anniversary. And those are on sale too. This is a TR2, normally at $270. This is $243 right now. MagnaCut blade, just over 3 inches with that drop point shape, and the aluminum handles with some really cool milling on it. The Roman numerals there for $25. Another good EDC blade. It's got a great accommodating handle so that, different hand sizes can use this pretty well. No finger guard to kind of get in the way if you need to kind of creep up a little bit on your grip. Very cool thing. And MagnaCut steel too. Gotta love that. Last but not least, from the Protech section of the table, we've got the Godson. Very cool knives. These are, in my opinion, sort of inspired by like classic Italian stilettos, but like completely modernized or made sleeker, if you will. Kind of removed a lot of the excess detailing and stripped it back to the bare form. This one right here has a bronze aluminum handle. It's got a bit of weight to it. It is going to patina with time as well, paired with a 154 cm blade. These are normally $400. They're $40 off right now at $360. And sounds like a Protech. Very, very cool knives, very classy knives. And these are just a selection of all the Protech knives that are on sale right now. You'll be able to find links to all of this stuff, of course, down in the comments, or down to the description section.
Well, as of now, I just have one link, and
Right.
that will take you to every single sale going on right now. And we've also got a promo code in the description.
Right.
Promo code Free Sky.
Promo code Free Sky. Yeah, at the page we're going to link to down below, there's going to be icons for each of these brands we're covering, so it should be easy to find what you're looking for. All of these, except for that TR3, which is at $198, will be eligible for that free promo.
Just add a
Wow,
rat.
yeah, nice.
Just add a rat.
2 for 1 right there.
You could add a rat and get something a little more. Let's do the MKM stuff now, because there's some kind of stupid knife discounts on some of this stuff at the moment. We'll start with the Timavo. If I can find the right page.
Thrilling stuff.
This is riveting, I'm sure. Here we go. Yeah, so there's several versions of the Timavo that are on sale, and the micarta versions, both black and green canvas micarta, these come with a 2.7-inch M390 blade, nice milled handle shape. As you can see, good action. I mean, that feels very nice. Wire pocket clip, contouring to the handle, crown spine, all kinds of really nice details overall. Normally, these are just under $170. Right now, however, these micarta versions are just under $85. That is a huge, huge discount on this knife. And you've got Italian-made M390 standard-sized flipper knife here, $85.
Yeah, that knife feels way nicer than that price would lead you to think.
Yeah, way, way nicer. The carbon fiber version is just a little bit more. I lost my tab. Here it is. Normally these are $210, $105, like half price.
Dang.
On this knife right now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that is a stupid discount. And I'm not responsible for pricing these. So hopefully whoever is will not get sacked by being too aggressive for these prices.
Yeah, sometimes we're just as surprised as you all are.
Hand that to Seth over there. They're just sweet little EDC knives. They really are. What do you have to say, Seth?
Yeah, I was really drawn to this knife as soon as they came in. You know, when it was a new release a couple years back, I just really liked the lines. The size is perfect for an EDC. You know, the finger choil is big enough for my fingers at least to use it pretty comfortably. And you know, it's got a drop point blade, great action, great pocket clip. This could be your EDC knife for the next year. You know, if you only buy a few knives a year, like has got what it takes to stand up to everyday use for a long, long time.
Well, I'd say even for folks who might not buy a lot of knives at all, or if you're buying for someone who is like that, like appreciates a good knife, but is not the guy like the knife nuts like Seth or I who buy a bunch of pocket knives. Like this could be the nicest pocket knife they ever own and last them their lifetime.
Yeah.
It really could. And for $105, especially for this carbon fiber version right here, having a lifetime premium formal knife, gentlemanly, classy like that they're going to be able to never get tired of.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet indeed. The Gotcha is also on sale. Normally priced for the Micarta version here at $210, $105 again for this half price on this Gotcha. M390 blade, it's bigger, 3.35 inches. Jens Anso is the designer, very cool. Sturdy blade, a little bit on the thicker side there, and just a bit more than the Timavo gives you in terms of its overall dimensions and length. 105 for the Micarta version right there. This version as well, I am really happy with. This is the, bronze, this is the problem with live, that you can't cut. Bronze 3D machined handles there, bronze to titanium, sorry. Half price on this as well. $250 is the normal price. This is $125 or $124.95. I'm going to use general pricing here, probably for this, just because it's easier.
Yeah, what are cents anyway?
We've also got links in the description.
We've also got links in the description. This bronze titanium is especially cool. You've got this drop, like this rippled milled pattern.
Really
that
shows off that
shows
pattern.
up real nicely. Other versions of this knife are on sale too, I should mention, but these are the ones that I wanted to show. Check this out too. I like the handle contouring that you get from this. It's a nice step overall. Feels really good in the hand.
Yeah, that's what I really like about the Gotcha. The pattern is very stylish, very kind of noticeable, but it's also totally a functional part of the design. It is the topography of the handle contouring.
Yeah.
It's just so nicely done and so stylish at the same time.
Almost like Jens Anso knows what he's doing.
He might know what he's doing.
Any questions coming from the comments section?
Someone was asking if we have any Italian-made knives on sale, and I think you just answered that. Those
Perfect.
MKMs. We've also got some giant mouse we'll be getting to in a minute.
Yeah, we can do that next. I've got one more MKM to talk about, and I'm guessing the sound is better now in there.
Someone said my mic might be a little quiet. I can neither confirm
Yeah,
nor
I'm
deny.
struggling a little bit because I'm getting an echo off of my mic from you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not in ISO booths here. We're kind of
No, we're
got
not.
some spillover going on.
This is part of working without a net, on the net, above a series of tubes.
The last MKM I'm going to show you today, but not the last MKM on sale. Check the link in the description. The Asanzo, yes, Bravacne's design. These are priced normally just under $90. We're just under $63 on several of these versions right now. A couple of them I think are a couple bucks more, so there's a little bit of variation, but right around that low $60 point for these. These are just one of those like fun knife designs that they're not fun at the expense of being functional though. Like they're good little pocket knives. N690 blade, this is the cleaver blade shape. There's a hawk bill, a drop point also available. I think that's all. N690 blade on this, cool shape. GRN handles, but an aluminum backspacer and pivot ring to match. Liner lock, as you can see. This version opens with the thumb hole right here, but some of the blade shapes do have flippers. I think it's just the hawk bill that has a flipper, but you can do that nice flick with that though. It's very nice. Let me just check real quick, make sure that comment I made on the flipper was correct.
I remember some having flippers.
Yeah, the hawkbills have flippers, the clip points and the sheep's foot do not. Sheep's foot cleaver, whatever you want to call Very cool item, very cool gift item too.
Yeah, great little big knife, that one.
Yeah, I would say so. It's not as big as some other little big knives, but it pulls off that trick a little bit. I mean, I can get 3.5 finger grip on this otherwise pretty small knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, let's get into the giant mouse. Some of these, I'm not sure if all these giant mices are made in Italy or not, but we will go through and check it out. But these are, again, also just a few of the giant mouse knives on sale right now. See, I have this in this other tab. See, I have like things in different bookmark folders. It's making things very difficult.
Well, and a lot of stuff
Lack of organization on your part.
Yeah, it might be.
a lot of stuff went on sale today too. So
Yeah, we were grabbing stuff like right before the video feed here started.
yeah, that's Black Friday.
That's Black Friday.
Yeah.
Even we get to be surprised a little bit. The Ace Nimbus V2 from Giant Mouse. Let's see, can I do the reverse flick? Don't have quite the clearance
And it's live.
that I need on that one. Made in Maniago, Italy. $166 and some change right now. It's about $20 off, or like $18.50, $19, something like that. Almost $20 off its normal price right here. You've got a straight-backed 3-inch blade, LMAX steel. And I say straight-backed, but the way the handle ergonomics here are done, the way you're going to hold that, it does point down a little bit. Mm-hmm. So it's going to present kind of like a drop point, just without the actual arc to the blade. Or you could say like a long clip point. In that regard, but it's not like the tip is way up high because of that straight back nature. It does point down a little bit, so that's going to make it easier
Helps
to
you
use.
control it.
Yeah, 100%. Micarta handles, crowned spine, reversible wire pocket clip right there. Not quite deep carry, but pretty classy looking. Giant Mouse, if you're unaware, is a collaboration between the last two designers we talked about on the MKMs actually. Jens Anso and Jesper Vakne as the two Danes. Collaborating on the Giant Mouse brand right here. Very cool EDC pocket knife. We've also got the Clyde on sale. This one is also made in Maniago, Italy. $175 is the normal price. Right now it's $157 and some change. 3-inch blade, LMAX steel again, trailing point blade, which is, the trailing point's interesting because they tend to not be as popular generally. And yet, the Clyde has been an extremely successful knife for Giant Mouse. I guess something about it just hits folks right where the trailing point doesn't turn people off, I guess.
Yeah, it's got a cool style. Like
It does.
It's unmistakable the way the blade tapers and rises up in a trailing point. And the Clyde, maybe it's because it keeps it so nice and trim too. Like it's still very pocketable. It's not too curvaceous.
Yeah, the closed profile especially is quite nice in the way it just kind of tucks itself in there. It's just nestled nicely. And then the wire pocket clip, same deal, is going to hold things quite nicely. LMAX is a pretty cool steel choice. You don't see it too much on production folders anymore. Opinion seems to be sort of split on where it lives in the hierarchy of blade steel performance. I've always considered it similar, but kind of a lateral move to like the S35 and that sort of thing, that family. Not an identical steel by any stretch of the means, but sort of similar to that in terms of your edge retention and performance. Other folks rate it a bit higher.
Yeah, some people love it. Put it up above M390 even.
Yeah, I mean it's a very good steel, but everything's got nuance, and that leaves room for interpretation sometimes. Next one, this is about $10 off, and these are made by Riot, so not Italian made. The Nibbler, I think a really cool item this time of year for you or folks on your gift list, especially since we've got some nice colors. This is the purple one right here. Normally $95, we're at $85.50 on these aluminum versions. There's also another upgraded version as well. 2-inch blade, N690 steel, good middle of the road stainless steel performance. I don't say middle of the road to mean like not great. What I mean is it's a step above maybe the like the entry level steels out there.
Yeah,
you get a bit more for the material right there. And these are fun. They're just, they're fun, quite honestly. I love the shape of them in the closed position right here. I just think it's very graceful, very well considered. And then it becomes a very useful little box opener, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Nibbler. It is one of my favorite mini knives of all time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You bought one, didn't you?
No, but it's
you
on
not?
my list. You know?
Seth and I buy way too many knives, and as such, we have to prioritize some things sometimes.
Yeah.
There's knives I love that I don't own and wonder why I don't own. And for Seth, that's the Nibbler.
Mini knives like this are so challenging to design because the size makes them hard to deploy sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
You only got a little bit of leverage to work with, a little bit of clearance around the handle to get to the hole, but I've never had any trouble working with this one. And the ergonomics too, I think they work really well. Nobody's going to get more than 3 fingers on this unless you have maybe child-sized
Super dainty
hands.
It's small, but it's not dainty.
No, it
Yeah.
works great. Still kind of nestles in the middle of your hand if you needed to give it a powerful grip. Yeah, the Nibbler is worth a shot now that it's on sale,
Nice.
for sure.
Yeah, very, very cool little knives. So all this stuff has kind of been, these brands so far have been some of the more expensive ones. Let's do a less expensive to start brand and show some of those things that we've got. How about Civivi? Civivi and We.
Okay.
While I'm loading up my my things right here, I'll let Seth say again. You can ask him questions in the comments.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to scroll through here, get some questions we haven't answered yet. This one we might have to think about and get back to on, but I think it's a good question. What's the lowest price American-made knife on sale?
Ooh, that's a good question. We can find that, or do you want to start pulling that up while I look for
Let
while
me
I
search
load
for
some of these
that.
other things up? That is an interesting question.
So what Seth's probably going to do is go to our sale page and just filter out made in USA as a country of origin, and then sort low to high.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've got a sidebar with a lot of filters that allow you to select for things like that. We even got multi-select now, so you can sort with any sort of different characteristics you want to.
Yeah. Well,
And
here's
if I'd
the
have thought
trick.
ahead, I'd have a capture to show this.
Well, here's the trick though with sorting low to high on stuff that's on sale, and this is just a quirk of our the dev on our website. Just to give you all a fair warning, it's going to sort it low to high based on its regular price. So the lowest price on sale might be after some stuff that's higher priced.
Right.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate that it works that way, but
It gives you an opportunity to browse.
sure.
It's a feature.
All right, let's look at some Civivis here. We've got the least expensive one I've got on the table anyway is this Ferrum Forge Design Stylum from Civivi. It is a double detent knife, so it is non-locking. It gets its retention by these two little detent arms, or two little arms with detent balls on them inside the handle right there, and they kind of pinch the blade from either side just a little bit. These are normally about just under $60 right now. They're about 47, so pretty decent chunk percentage-wise off of that. For that, you got a 3-inch 10CR series stainless steel blade. So performance similar to, or in a similar kind of strata to stuff like the N690, I would say. I put this up there, close to like VG10 and that sort of thing. So a pretty decent, decently higher performance steel for a sub $50 sell price right now. Very easy to incorporate into your everyday carry. It's slim. You've got a slim, nondescript deep carry pocket clip, so it is very, very subtle when it is clipped to your pocket in terms of outside viewers. You've got this flipper wheel here on the top, which works with the lighter flick using your thumb, as well as, of course, you can hook your index finger over there and give it a flick that way. Full flat grind or thereabouts with a full, silly me, a full, almost full height flat grind. There we go. on that one right there. Next up, let's take a look at the P87. This is one that is actually a little smaller in person than it looks like on the printed page or the digital page for you. Again, we've got a 3-inch blade here, Nitro V steel, which is Austrian made, and performance similar to stuff like your Sandvik 14C28N or your AEBL, in a similar ballpark anyway. Normal, $72 is the normal price here right now on sale for like $63.52. to be precise in this case. Green micarta on this handle. We've got a liner lock, flipper tab, and thumb studs for the opening action there. Flipper, as you saw, worked great. Thumb studs also work great. We've got this modified Warncliffe type shape, or as Thomas might like to call it, a reverse Tonto.
I'll call it that.
If you wish. Great utilitarian blade shape here. The tip sits nicely. You've got some curvature to the handle going on here, so that if you're using that tip on a surface, say like down here, there you go, Thomas.
Hey. There's all the switches and knobs and sliders and all the things.
So that curvature to the handle gives your knuckles clearance to be cutting with that tip, to be dragging that tip through some material. So that's a pretty cool thing right there. Deep carry pocket clip as well on this one. Next up, the Synergy. The Synergy 3, to be precise, is right there. Very cool flipper. This is normally $93.50 right now, just under $71. So again, a good chunk off, almost $20. 3 1/4 inch blade, Nitro V. This is the upswept Tonto blade profile. You've got black G10 handles with a very cool milling pattern and shape going on. It's a little hard to see on the screen if I'm honest, but it does feel very good in the hands. If you're familiar with the history of the Synergy model, this Jim O. design, it was initially produced many years ago under the the Spyderco brand, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Remembering
Now
right.
defunct.
Yes, yeah. They only ever made this one knife, actually.
Huh.
It was basically a project that Jim O. Young used to teach himself the CAD software.
Oh, cool.
And in the process, he came up with the first CAD-designed integral handled folder to hit the market. Period. If I'm getting my facts right.
I think you're right.
Kind of a trial by fire there, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know, they became a bit of a cult favorite, a cult classic over the years. So much so that eventually We Knife Company got with Jim and they brought it back, not as a button lock, which it was originally, but as a frame lock, but maintaining the integral nature. So the front and the back of the handle would be a single piece, so very strong, and you could get some really cool shapes going on. The shape on the original and on the Wii versions was very sophisticated.
Yeah.
Very cool. You don't get the integral construction with the Civivi version, but the Civivi version exists to bring the same shape and design to a lower price point. And this is actually an intermediate size as well, if I'm remembering right. But you get the same great feel, just without the single piece handle on that one. And they do feel very good. Bit of a history lesson on today's Black Friday, which is never a bad thing. Let's check out the, do you have an answer to our questioner there, Seth?
Yeah, I got a couple answers. So if we're talking folders and not balisongs, there are some Berenson Bally's that are a little cheaper than this at the moment, but the cheapest USA-made folding knife on sale right now is the Bucklight 3 for $29.95.
So that's the essentially the shape of the classic 110.
Yes,
but
with the finger grooves.
With the finger grooves and an injection molded handle.
Yeah.
Clip point blade. 420 HC on the steel?
Yes.
And I believe it comes with a belt sheath, yes?
It does come with a sheath,
Yep.
yeah.
So yeah, US made, essentially a buck 110 with plastic handles for $30.
Yeah,
That's a great gift item right now too.
for sure.
Like stocking stuffers, yeah.
Those lightweight Buck 110s make awesome, like glove box knives. The kind of stuff you can it's big enough to work with when you need it, light enough to slip into pockets and tackle boxes
and this and
kits.
that. Good first knives too, I would say, especially with the finger grooves on that one.
Yeah.
As you know, for youngsters out there, if you're giving them a first knife or a first bigger knife, I think that would be a really good one because of the way that handle works on that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Encourages responsible gripping.
Yeah, I would agree. So I will. So let's take a look at a couple We Knife knives now, since we looked at Civivi. I've just got two on the table here, but as again with everything, these are all almost in all cases brand wide sales going on. So these are not the only We Civivi knives on sale. They are just some of them. The Elementum is a classic, yes. We can all agree on that.
Agreed.
The We Knife versions of the Civivi Elementum step things up materials-wise, and then, again, just create a really great standard pocket knife experience here. Normally 176, right now just over 155, so a little over 20 bucks off on this knife right here. You got a 3-inch blade of 20 CV steel, which is an American-made steel, analogous to M390. Great drop point shape. Very nice grind for daily cutting. That comes with titanium handles and a single-sided. No, actually, the We versions, I believe, have a reversible pocket clip, which is cool, and a frame lock on the titanium there for some real solid engagement in the open position right there, and great flipping action with the ball bearings in the pivot, of course, as well. Very cool knives. Also from we've got the Starhawk to take a look at. This version right here, all of them are on sale right now. This version right here is priced normally at 245 bucks right now, 185 bucks. So 60 bucks off on this knife, which is really significant compared to the Elementum right there for sure. 2.8-inch blade, 20 CV steel again on this one with the bead blasted finish. Titanium handles, a little more intricate milling than you get on that Elementum, of course. And then a milled pocket clip as opposed to a folded pocket clip on the back there. And then you can see in the back spacer, we've got a lanyard point integrated too, which is pretty cool. Ball bearings in this pivot. You've got a really nice flipper tab. You do have a full-length fuller on each side, and sometimes you can use a fuller to open a knife, but it does kind of bury in the handle a little bit here. So you can kind of pinch out like that and get it done, but it's gonna be a lot quicker, a lot easier with the flipper tab. Really cool blade shape here. They call it a sheep's foot, and I'll let them have that as long as we throw modified in front of it, I would say. I mean, that's a lot of belly for a sheep's foot.
Got to use the modified to cover all cases.
But that's a bit of a sheep's footy tip, I would say. I could get behind that.
Yeah.
I think we know what it's called.
It's definitely not a reverse Tonto, Thomas. I'm sorry. In use, it's probably a bit more like a drop point, though, in the way you actually are going to use and interact with what you're cutting, I would say.
Yeah, I think so.
Due to the amount of belly and the angle coming back here, it's not a blunt tip, really. Like, you get down there and do drop pointy stuff, I'd say, with it.
And it's almost, the tip's almost at the center line, too, which is kind of different than a lot of, it's actually even a little higher.
Yeah, I was going to say, it might be a little higher, but then I might just be getting fooled by the line, if anything, but it's pretty close. It's certainly pretty close to center.
This goes to show how strange the world of blade taxonomy really is. Because the more you look at it, the more you're like, oh, it could be this. It could be this. No, I'm not so sure.
Which is why I always kind of like to bring it back to, what does it feel like? You know, because a lot of times the way something is defined doesn't actually describe what it is in a way, or what it's like, I should say. So, yeah, let me go with that. Let's go with some more autos. Here, this is actually a really big deal what we're about to talk about here.
Someone did ask about switchblades.
Someone asked about switchblades, you say?
Yeah. Someone was saying, I really want a Microtech, but it'd be overpriced.
Well, guess what?
Boy, have we got news for you.
Microtech never goes on sale. They just don't. Until now. But
yeah.
The Ultratech in particular, we have got just for this is a very limited amount of time. It's not today only, I don't think, but it is.
All the same, don't wait.
Yeah, don't wait on these, because these are only on sale for like a couple days. All Ultratechs.
All Ultratechs.
On the website are on sale.
Literally all of them, even the Signature Series ones.
Yeah. Like, that is a huge deal. So I'm trying to find find me, while I'm going through some of these options here, Seth, the least expensive Ultratech you can buy.
Sure.
Because we have got colors. Here is orange with the double-edged blade. M390 steel on this one. And it is, well, specs-wise, we're about a 3.5-inch blade on these. The handle is not too like big and bodacious. It's a compact handle. This is for a long time been kind of the standard full-sized everyday carry Microtech. It's not like the combat Troodons that lean more into like the tactical or hard use arena. It is almost like a backbone or like archetypal Microtech design.
Absolutely.
We'll go with that. Orange,
So
double-edged.
that's perfect for the price example. You are holding what is the most affordable tier of Microtechs on sale at $248.
Jeez.
So that includes all your kind of basic single color handles, the basic non-signature series blade shapes. So that's the double-edged dagger, that's the drop point, that's the Tanto. Even got some cool apocalyptic finish ones.
Like this blue one right here, for example.
Yeah. The full serrated blade might tick the price up.
They
a few
usually
bucks.
charge a little bit more for serrations.
Yeah.
What's the standard price on it? So how much off is that $248 price point?
Let's see. The standard price is what's the standard price? MSRP is $310.
I think normally they sell at MSRP. There's usually no discount off of that on
Okay.
Microtech.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like you said,
yeah.
Microtechs never go on sale. They really don't.
So what was the full price then?
$310.
$310. We're at so it's like $60 off of an Ultratech.
Yep.
For that standard tier, and discounts will vary a little bit on various versions depending on what you get.
Well, I may be mistaken, but I think that double-edged orange one is the one that's
You're
in
right.
the lightning round graphic for our FAQ series.
You are correct. Maybe
I
not.
might be mistaken on the blade exactly.
No, I think you're right actually. So it's orange. It matches the logo right there. Sorry if I bumped the microphone there, folks. But yeah, so here's one of the apocalyptic finishes. It's basically a distressed finish taken off of their standard. So it's like pre-ripped jeans basically.
Yeah.
Tanto shape with the full serrations here. I believe this is also M390. Yes, indeed it is. Next up, these are some of the signature series blade shapes. Name these for me, Seth. I forget.
The Hellhound is
the top one, yeah.
Top one.
And the
then
Warhound
exactly.
is the bottom one.
Yep.
There you go. So you've got basically sort of a straight razor, stylized straight razor, Hellhound, and kind of a, we'll go with modified Warncliffe
Yeah.
for the
I'll accept it.
Warncliffe Hound. Maybe with a red and olive green finishes. These are things that originally appeared just on the signature series Ultratechs, which were a bit more hand time on those, a bit fancier materials.
Yeah.
But then they brought the blade shapes down to the standard aluminum handles at some point. These, I do have the prices up on these. Normal price, $470. Right now, $376. So just about $100 off. We factor in tax, definitely $100 less expensive to buy one of these right now than it was yesterday, 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, $100 off of a Microtech is what you can consider that one. I do have one of the Bounty Hunter versions right here with a partial serrated drop point blade. But as I'm seeing right now, we actually did sell out of that version. So I don't think we'll be able to.
So our warehouse is going to be asking for that real soon.
Probably they're gonna crash our doors and say, "Give me that back." The Bounty Hunter finishes are cool. Let me check actually, Seth. Well, if you could check actually.
Sure.
If we have any Bounty Hunter, well, no, only the Ultratech is on sale. So
There might
well,
be
check. There might be another blade shape. Yeah.
Nope, looks like they're all gone.
Unfortunate.
Goes to show though that the stock on these is limited.
Yeah.
We may have a lot of sort of variants in stock, but the actual numbers on the shelves
It's going to
could
be
be the only
different
one.
from one to the one
Yeah.
one variant from the next. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have some of that is the first of several Microtechs that sort of bring Disney-inspired things to the table. We've got the Steamboat Willie finish right here. You got the old school Mickey Mouse holding a knife right there. And
It's more like Mean Boat Willie.
you know what I don't like about this? Steamboat Willie there is holding a Combat Troodon, not an Ultratech.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look at that.
Can we get any closer on the B-roll?
Yeah, Thomas,
That's
get right in.
as tight
there.
as I get.
Tight as
Or
you-
the
that is definitely a Combat Troodon. Look at it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not an Ultratech.
It's got the angled kind of like bolster.
That's the only thing wrong with that. Which is to say, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I like that these came out basically the day that Steamboat Willie entered the public domain.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe like a couple days later. But
Right. It was timed very well. Back to the Star Wars IP, we've got the Sand Trooper Ultratech here. Normally $376 or just under $301 on this one. $300.80. That's like a price that makes you go, eh. But you got the really cool finish. I believe, I'm trying to remember if these are Cerakoted or not, what finish this is in particular. But in any case, you've got a deep engraving there with the Imperial shield, and just a cool thing overall. I like that finish. That's neat. And last but not least, but again, not nearly the last Ultratech that's on sale, because so many of them are. This is one of the Signature Series Ultratechs. This is a Coyote Camo drop point finish overall. Very cool. Normally $489. We're at $391.20 right now. So again, basically $100 off of this Ultratech. Very, very cool. And if you're buying any of these, don't forget to use that promo code that we've been talking about, because all of them would apply. Orders $199 or above with the promo code FREESKY. You can get a mini Skyline with a D2 blade, 3 inches long, great flipping action, and a reversible deep carry pocket clip. Keep it for yourself as a little disposable beater. Not that it's a disposable quality, it's good. But keep it for yourself if you want, or gift it to someone this time of year.
Yeah.
Great, like I truly believe great item.
That's the kind of knife that could kick off a brand new knife collection.
Yeah, and like kickstart a new knife obsession. So what you want to do is you find that brother or sister who's got kids, and you could be that uncle that comes in. Maybe they're like a little too, like a little too tight, a little too buttoned down, a little too controlling. Give me a little knife right there.
It'd be the fun uncle.
Yeah. Give me a little, like, subvert their parents' expectations right there. That could be good. Oh man. Let's talk about ZT, shall we?
Yeah.
Zero Tolerance
I like ZT.
is on sale too. Again, another brand that rarely goes on sale. Not never, but rarely goes on sale. While I'm pulling my tabs up, any questions from the comments section?
Let's see. There's a little bit of lag on the scroll here, so. Lots of well wishes. Seems like people are enjoying the holidays.
Nice.
I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I personally didn't have turkey. I went with steak this year, just for fun.
Should we kick him out? Is he allowed to be in America anymore?
I'm fine with steak. How'd you prep it though?
Pan seared, and then finished in the oven.
That's the way to do it.
Classic.
The reverse sear.
I
Always a good
respect
one.
that.
I cooked a 22-pound turkey yesterday.
Whoa.
It was the largest turkey I have ever made, and it came out very good. High heat to brine it for at least 24 hours beforehand, and I use molasses, brown sugar, salt of course, pepper, and candied ginger.
Ooh.
Brine it for at least 24 hours.
Ginger.
Candied
Okay.
ginger. And then high heat, like 450 to 475 for 30 minutes, and then bring it down to 350 till it's done. Leave it alone. Don't open the thing. Don't baste it. Don't do any of that. Top tip.
I didn't cook anything. I went to 2 different Thanksgivings, and I just said, hey, we're bringing the entertainment. He's been in the business 8 months.
Speaking, of course, of your
Costs a
newborn.
lot, but he's worth the money.
Two Thanksgivings. That's why we have Thomas like strapped into the chair over there, so he doesn't just roll off the side.
Ooh, okay, here's a question.
All right.
Real quick, as long as we're in digression mode
Sure.
here. Someone wants to know what anime Thomas watches.
So I actually found, I have like a stack of hard drives that I just put on my home server. And in one of those hard drives was everything I torrented when I was in my early days of college. So I just bookmarked my way through that. So some Gundam, some Outlaws, just the old Toonami stuff. Just kind of reliving some childhood there. And Outlaw Star, I think I had some Bebop on there. All
there
stuff
you-
you can find.
So there you go.
So, yeah.
Sweet.
All right, Zero Tolerance. Let's start with the 545, because this is a cool knife. Bit of a departure from what ZT has like traditionally been known for, that being like overbuilt folding knives. This is more a product for like the modern knife enthusiast, I would say. In that, it is slimmer. This is a very slim carrying knife, and you've got a slim blade, a slicey blade, as opposed to more of a hard use, abusable wedge of a blade. It's two different sides of the coin. Both are valid, of course, but for a lot of folks, just a simple slicey blade is going to be better for most generic things, I would say.
Agreed.
3.2-inch blade, MagnaCut steel again, so really, really great performance. Normally $272, right now $217 and some change, so a good chunk off there. 3.2-inch drop point shape is great. We've got carbon fiber for the front side of the handle with some subtle milled or subtle anodized accents on the pivot and the barrel spacers there at the back, and a milled titanium backside with a frame lock. Milling to keep the weight down, frame lock for security. I mean, they're not going to give up like that famous stability that you get from a zero tolerance knife, even though they made it nice and slim overall. Also a very deep carry pocket clip as well. Sticks out the back and gives you some little extra distance for it to just tuck away and disappear in your pocket, and it is reversible too. I love this little knife. This is another one where like I just don't own one yet.
Yeah, on the list. And the list is always growing.
It never gets small.
No.
That's unfortunate. Man, and use that promo code FREESKY. So you get two Kershaw products here, actually. They're both made, or actually no, this one's imported. This one's from China. This is not made in their U.S. Facility. Which
but everything that ZT makes is.
Everything that ZT makes is made in the U.S. and is made right alongside the Kershaw ZT or Kershaw U.S. made stuff made by the same fine people. Next up, new releases actually from ZT are also on sale. The 5.56, their first automatic knife, and this is another similar vein to this manual folder here. It is slim with a slim slicey blade. 3.35-inch MagnaCut steel, titanium handles with carbon fiber inlays front and back, and that same deep carry pocket clip that we just talked about, which is cool. $360 is the normal price on this. Right now it is $288. So it's not $100 off like one of the Microtechs, but it's still a really good chunk of money off on a new release.
Yeah, it barely came in the door.
I'm surprised they actually authorized this one to go on sale. But hey, you guys get to be the beneficiaries of that. If you like that titanium and carbon fiber look, but you don't want to mess with autos, check out, my tabs are all out of order here.
You're out of order.
I don't even have it, I didn't have it bookmarked. All right, give me a moment. It's a Dmitry Sinkovich design. I'm just trying to remember the actual name of it right here. Oh, the good thing about ZT is they put the numbers right on the back of the blade.
Ooh, I always appreciate that when I'm reboxing things.
If I'd remembered to think about that, I wouldn't have had to go looking for the thing right here. This is the 470. It's the same basic shape as the Atmos, which is available as a Kershaw design, but that one's about $30 normal price, and decidedly like way less expensive materials overall. With this, you've got titanium and carbon fiber. You've got 20 CV steel on the blade here, about 3.4 inches long. Normally priced at $320, right now just under $240. So you got $80 off on this US-made knife right here. Frame lock, titanium pocket clip, not milled, but it is a bent titanium clip. Double-sided in this case, so it is reversible. And great manual flipping action as well. This is one of those things that I wouldn't quite call it a competitor to something like the Sebenza, but it pulls off the same trick that the Sebenza manages to do in that it's capable of hard use, but it is refined. It has a classiness to it that is...
I'd agree with that.
Is definitely there.
The aesthetics are much more high-tech, but like in terms of its use case, I'm with you 100%. Classy, yet hardworking.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very nice. We got to speed things up here. We've been going for like a half an hour, and we're definitely not even halfway through. We're getting close to halfway through.
No, we've been going for almost an hour.
Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, we got to hurry up here. All right, let's do, where is it? The 450. Dmitry Sinkovich design here as well. 3 1/4 inch S35 VN blade. Normally $232, right now $185 and some change. Titanium handles, standard pocket clip there on the back, frame lock, ball bearings, same basic recipe, just different shape, quite nice. The 380 is on sale. I've got the Tiger Stripe version here in front of me, but the standard version with the Coyote G10 and the stonewashed blade, normally $356 is on sale for two.
It looks more like a 308.
What did I say?
You said 380.
It's the 308.
Those are very different calibers.
Yeah, 308. Normally $356 right now, $259.95. So nice chunk off of that.
Yeah, that's a good discount.
The Tiger Stripe is going to be a little more expensive. Normally $376 right now, $269.95 for that. Big chunky. This is kind of like the poster boy in the current ZT lineup of what made ZT famous in the first place.
Yeah.
Like the big, hardworking, overbuilt, chunky folders, but still slices better, I think, than some of those early ZTs. The geometry is still thick and strong, but it lends itself to a little more efficient cutting.
Yeah, that's the one that you want. That if you really love those massive ZT folders of the when the brand first launched, this refines that concept into something that is really quite awesome.
Yeah,
that's been on my list for a while too.
Same. As is the next one. I have never owned a ZT562. And this would be the version that I would buy if I were buying one today, because not only does it feature a micarta handle scale, it also features Magna Cut blade steel. So really cool stuff. Normally priced at $300, it's $240 right now. So $60 off of this bad boy right here. You've got the Hinderer slicer grind, because this is a Rick Hinderer design, where it's a flat grind all the way through, but you've got more stoutness, more strength here at the back, and it thins out, gets higher as you get towards the tip. So the belly is going to slice better without giving up the strength there at the heel of the blade, which is always a neat trick.
Yeah. That is approaching modern classic status, I would say.
I would say so. It's probably the most iconic knife still in ZT's lineup.
Agreed.
I would say.
Agreed.
Maybe the 350, but just because of NCIS.
Oh, right.
That might be. What should we talk about next? Let's do, so ZT almost never goes on sale. Spyderco goes on sale occasionally, but we've got a bunch of Spyderco to talk about.
Almost everything.
Yeah, almost every Spyderco on the site is on sale. Some of the newest sprint run releases are not, but so many more things are. The steepest discount you're going to find is on this knife right here, the sprint run version of the Spy Opera. I'll lead with the price, because this is big. $406 is the normal price, so it's a pricey knife. $279.95.
Whoa, nice.
For this period only, which is limited. I don't know exactly when these end. It's more than just today, but it's barely more than just today. 2.9-inch blade. You've got a Damasteel construction right there. So that powder metal version of a Damascus configuration, which is always very nice.
Kind of the best high performance Damascus you can get.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. If you want the highest performance knife steel out there, there are better options than Damascus nowadays. Historically, that might not have always been the case, but modern metallurgy has surpassed what Damascus can bring to the table, which is not to say there aren't high performance Damascus steels out there, and this is kind of the one. Like this is what we think of as this still has very good performance. It's powder metallurgy. You've got modern high-tech advancements in the metallurgical space applied to this material. So it is still going to be quite high performance, quite nice. 2.9-inch blade is great for just about everywhere. You got crowned spine, crowned backspacer, crowned lock bar as well with that mid-mounted lockback. These are made by Lion Steel for Spyderco. It is based on the Lion Steel Opera. We're just kind of Spydercoized a little bit, giving the one hand opening with the blade hole right there.
So it's yet another Italian-made knife.
Another Italian-made knife on sale for the person who was asking the question earlier.
Oh, so long ago.
Wire pocket clip, not quite deep carry, but quite nice. Huge, huge discount on that. That's $125. What is that? Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, it's worth noting Spyderco is another one of those brands. They don't never go on sale, but they rarely go on sale. And usually it's only when an item gets discontinued.
Right, right.
So this is definitely one of your windows to save on, Spyderco you've had your eye on.
Yeah. On that note, like we do still have some discontinued Spyderco stuff on sale. You can check that out at the site as well. Next up, the Siren, another sprint run. High performance here, S90V, tons of edge retention. You've got a peel ply carbon fiber handle here, so not only do you get like the cool factor and the lightness of carbon fiber, you've got grip thanks to that peel ply orientation right there. Normally 241 and some change right now, just under 170 bucks.
Nice.
Another good chunk off. That's 70 bucks off.
That's the knife that cut Eric Lesser.
Not the sprint run version, but you are correct. Why you got to bring that up? Why you got to try to embarrass
That
me?
was my first SHOT Show. It kind of left an impression.
What I like about the Siren, you've got a neutral handle. Big hands can use these quite nicely. You've got a very aggressive finger guard as well for folks who appreciate that, whether you're using it in a maritime environment, which is what the Siren was originally designed for. Keeps your fingers from slipping forward when things are wet or cold. Also a handy feature on a tactical knife. 3.6-inch drop point blade, full flat grind. It's going to slice pretty well. You got a very acute tip thanks to the distal taper that Spydercos are typically fitted with as well. Next up, the Military 2 is a very cool knife.
Agreed.
I didn't open all of my tabs at once.
I didn't think Seth would argue.
Yeah, we're not going to get to all the Spydercos that we've got here. We'll breeze. Seth, say something. My tab is loading a little slowly.
Sure. Well, the Military 2 is the answer to all the fans of the original Military who have wondered why it's remained the same for the 20 some odd years it's been in production. Because the Para 2 came out, it brought the advantages of the compression lock.
Yeah, the paramilitary transition to the paramilitary 2. Mm-hmm. And then the Para 3.
Yep. All with compression locks now, which is a stronger lock. Mm-hmm. It's arguably easier to use because you can keep your fingers out of the path of the blade as it closes. And the Military 2 is the answer to that.
It's finally brought it back, or it's followed in the footsteps of its successors, shall we say. 4-inch blade, S30V steel on this one. These are normally 247, right now 170, just under 170.
Nice.
Big chunk off of that. American made, 4-inch blade. You've got the camo G10 handles on this one. Other flavors are available. What would camouflage taste like, I wonder? Trail mix?
Ooh,
MREs.
that's a great analogy.
MREs.
MREs, there you go.
Or like a granola bar, maybe?
Trail mix kind of works. Maybe that would be more of a woodland camo, though.
M&M's was an obstacle course.
We're getting off track again. 4-position pocket clip on this knife means you can carry it any which way. You've got the finger choil, Spyderco's kind of signature, or one of their signature design elements that the original Military did not have. Now it is brought to bear here, so you can get closer behind that edge. And check out how much extra handle there is when you do that. Real, like big folks and folks with bulky gloves, this is a knife for you for sure. And the compression lock.
Yeah, definitely designed with gloved use in mind, given the Military name.
Yep.
Plenty big to manipulate easily, even when you've got huge, awkward gloves on.
For sure, for sure. All right, we've got one of our exclusive Spydercos on sale, the Endura 4 with black Packawood handles, the ebony Packawood, and VG10 core Damascus blade steel right there. $224 is the normal price. We're at $174 right now.
Nice.
For this classic Endura with kind of a classic, or an evolution of a classic KnifeCenter exclusive, really. Our Packawood Spyderco family saw a really good run over the years. And we're kind of phasing it out right now, though, too. So one of those things, don't wait too long. If you've been thinking about that being on the fence.
I think it's worth saying that this is limited to stock on hand. I don't think it'll see a rerun. The Packawood exclusives were available for really years. They would come back. But I think this is going to be a one and done.
Probably. We do still have Ladybugs in the classic Packawood with HAP 40 core available. Those are still. And those are on sale right now, too. I just don't have one on the table in front of me. The Endura is a classic for good reason. and this dresses it up a bit. I've also got a standard Endura on the table here, normally priced at $102. This is just under $82 right now for this Zome version. There might be cheaper versions. The Zome is a tiny bit more expensive than the standards, but you got VG10 blade steel, solid stuff, and the classic Endura experience there with bidirectional texturing, or the classic Endura 4 experience anyway.
Yeah.
Mid-mounted backlock, 4-position pocket clip. Great knife for anyone to be able to use. I've got a Gale Bradley here on the table. If I could find my my thing. The Gale Bradley normally 222, right now 177 and some change. You got a 3.6-inch M4 blade with a hollow grind and very nicely textured carbon fiber handles. This is another kind of classy yet hard-working knife design. I got a little schmutz on the blade there. Apologize for that. Because M4 is a non-stainless steel, so they,
Yeah, I was going to say, those come with a healthy coating of factory grease on the blade to keep that carbon M4 steel looking crispy till you start using it.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the last time I bought brake rotors.
You can continue to kind of keep it protected with some sort of oil or blade protectant, keep that shiny finish, or embrace the patina. M4 will definitely patina pretty quickly if you let it.
Embrace it.
Yeah, I say embrace it too.
I say embrace it. Next up, this is gonna be the last. We got more Spyderco on the table, but I think this is gonna be the last one we'll show, just because we got to boogie here a little bit. I think.
Yeah.
Unless Seth, you feel strongly about any one of those over there in particular.
Well, I'll call out the Spidey Chef. You don't have to hold it up.
Sure.
But the Spidey Chef is such a great knife, such a in-demand knife. I think it's a great Spyderco, even for people who don't normally enjoy Spyderco's kind of aesthetics. It's just got such great appeal, waterproof, titanium frame lock. Basically never goes on sale. It's on sale now.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other one that I thought was a pretty noteworthy discount is the Leaf Jumper. And this is, I believe, actually, I thought this was one of the discontinued ones.
It is, I believe.
So it actually doesn't say that on the site. We'll need to tell someone about that. K390 steel, so fantastic edge retention.
Yeah.
Like up there amongst the best. Just over 3-inch blade, normally 147 and some change right now, just under $93. Nice,
That's awesome.
Healthy discount on this knife. Great edge retention, great ergonomics, lightweight overall. I mean, not ultralight, but we're only dealing with 3 ounces here in the pocket. You've got the 4-position pocket clip, mid-mounted lockback, and the thumb hole there. Great for anyone to use. There you go. What haven't we covered? So we covered this, Got these guys. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting close. Let's do Kizer now. I've got some cool Kizers to talk about. Any questions coming in from the feed, Monsieur Seth?
Yeah, here's one that just came in. Y'all got any recs for us cheap folks looking to take advantage of the free shipping? So right now we're running...
Rex 121?
No, that's going to be above the...
Yeah, that's going to be above their budget, dude.
What was the... Got any what? Oh, recommendations. Oh, silly me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think he's referring to the fact that we're running a free shipping promo code at the moment, so you can get no order minimum. Usually we ask, that you reach that $95 order amount to qualify for our free standard shipping.
I think we covered our recommendation at the front with that Ontario.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
20, what is it, $22?
$23 for the Rat 1. This particular version of the Rat 1 with AUS 8 steel and the OD green handles right here.
And some of those Civivis would qualify too. I think, the quality's way up there.
Yeah.
Civivi does not miss when it comes to quality.
For sure.
So just go through their brand page, find a design you connect with, and enjoy that free shipping.
Some of the Sen Cut stuff is also on sale.
Even better deals with the Sen Cut.
Even better deals right there. And it should be mentioned just while we're here that free shipping does not apply. That only applies to in stock, non-oversized items.
Right. Yeah. If you get a sword cane,
it's not necessarily going to get the free shipping, or the big machetes, the blowguns, the big knife block sets aren't going to get. Well, actually, those are
full details on the website.
The knife block sets are usually over our standard free shipping threshold anyway, so I think those will still get free shipping.
The knife you have up on your screen would qualify.
It'll all be
as
on
a
the
great
website.
deal.
It actually would. So this one, it's not as inexpensive as the ones we've just looked at, but this one has a healthy discount on it on a very popular knife, the Kizer Drop Bear. Some of these versions are on sale, including these micarta handles with 154 cm blades, both the satin and the black here, black stonewash. Normal price $109, right now $82.
Nice.
Really, really nice price for that. And this is one of those, Seth made a statement about one of our exclusive versions of this knife at one point and said, the key point is the first words you said is like, if I were a rational person, the drop bear would replace 99% or something like that of my knife collection.
I think it's true. Yeah. It does everything. It's a really great value. And yeah, maybe a good like 90%. I could probably live with 10%.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's a perfect EDC knife. It kind of works great outdoors.
It's good outdoors. It's small enough, 3 inches. You can take it just about anywhere.
Yep.
But it can cut bigger. It has I have slightly larger than average hands, but I get a full Gorilla Grip on that knife. No, like, with no qualifications. It just works in that sort of thing really well.
Yeah.
Very
It's my
utilitarian
favorite Kizer, and it's one of the best crossbar lock designs out there.
It works very well, and it's adjustable too. You can adjust the tension on this one, which is something most competitors can't do. The only thing I would say that the drop bear kind of doesn't do, it's not at all tactical.
Right.
Like it's not a acute tip. It's a very usable tip, but it's a bit on the broad side, and there's no kind of like extra grip or extra finger protection, which is what I like to see in a tactical design. But for most folks, that's probably not going to matter anyway. Like,
yeah.
This is a fantastic knife.
Oh, Igor's in the chat.
Igor, hey buddy.
What's up, Igor?
We already talked about the MKMs, but that's fine. So Igor, who of course you know, asked me to design a knife for MKM. We came out with the Pocket Tango. That was an awesome project. And Igor's got his own brand, Straight Line EDC, which we're starting to see some stuff, and KnifeCenter should be getting some stuff here real soon. Keep an eye out there. Very cool stuff. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Next up, I've got some cormorants on the table from Kizer. 2 of them, actually. These are one of those ones where people are always, and I don't say, like, people are always asking, just as a rhetorical device, people are always asking for, like, what's a good deal on something with, like, the most fidget-friendly or most opening options possible, and the Cormorant has long been at the top of the list. This is the video game, the PlayStation graphic one. Actually, the XX version is on sale a little bit more. Not a huge discount on these, but $109 normally. Right now, just under $95, so it brings it under that $100 point. 3 1/4 inch S35 blade, hollow grind on the, or no, these, I was thinking of our exclusive had a hollow grind. It is a hollow grind, sorry. This one also does have a hollow grind. Very cool shape. And button lock, and the opening methods here are myriad. You've got, hold the lock down, you can do the flick, open or closed. You've got the thumb cut out there, so for thumb or reverse flicking, sorry for the blurriness there. And then you've got both conventional rear and front flipping thanks to this 90-degree thing going on. And I can even sometimes do the front flip. I'm never the best at those. Sorry.
Live.
Not live, apparently. Those are on sale. Those are really cool. The sheepdog. We've also got sheepdogs to talk about. The first here is one of those double detent type of knives. This is a non-locking knife. And let me just pull it up here. I really thought I had all the things bookmarked, and I may have. It's just, my organization's a little lacking.
It was a busy morning.
It's a very busy morning.
And there are a lot of knives on the table.
A lot of knives on the table. This is a decently affordable knife to begin with, starting at $69. It's $10 off right now. We're at just under $60. For 154 cm steel, 2.6 inches long, and just one of those cool blades. It's one of the, between this and the Gemini, I'd say the Gemini may be first, but then this is the knife that really kicked the door down for Kizer and kind of put them on the map, I would say. And
I'd even say that popularized the kind of EDC cleaver shape.
Yeah.
I didn't see the cleaver on a lot of blade shapes before the sheepdog got popular, and it's everywhere to this day. The
profile of that shape really did get even bigger at that point. I would agree with you. Again, so I will. And we've also got, these are limited to stock on hand. We've got a version of our exclusive sheepdog on sale. These used to be $199 and they're at just under $120 right now. In fact, we may have had this at the same price already. This might not be a new deal price for today or not. I'm not sure.
Good discount, though.
But that is a real healthy discount of what these originally went for. This is the standard size, so 3.3-inch blade. You've got a 4V blade steel, so nice toughness, good edge retention as well. Not a stainless steel, so keep it clean. Linen micarta handles with a contoured shape and the inset liner lock for this kind of classic design in the Kizer lineup. Big, like, lot of knife in the hand when you need to go ham with it. You can be big-fisted and go to town on something like that. The last Kizer I want to talk about is the Squidward. And this is a knife. Sorry. 69
It's got a nice circle around the pivot I can focus on.
69 is the normal price for this all-black version. Well, almost all black. You've got the white pivot ring there. Right now, just under $48.
Nice.
So this is a really nice sub-$50 knife. You've got, for that price, you've got 154 cm steel, so it's name brand stuff. It's American made. That steel is, the knife is not overall American made, but that steel is produced here in America. $48. 2.8 inches long, liner lock, G10 handles, and just a clean profile for an everyday carry knife. Deep carry pocket clip. Let's see. Can I do the front flip? Yeah. I did it fine Wednesday.
Hey!
That was Wednesday.
When we brought it down. It's one of those front flippers, and, you know, don't let my fumbling with that opening method fool you. For some reason, I've never been the best at them. Other folks I know have no problem with them. Clip point blade, great. Awesome little EDC shape and a great price as well. Let's talk Hogue. While I pull these up, Seth, what is any updates from the chat?
Let's see. Are you guys going to stock the Hog House Motel T2? I don't know what that is. I'll be honest. I don't know what that is. I think we've had some Hog House knives before after like a blade show though. So if we picked them up at a show, I'd say yes, but that is no guarantee.
All right then.
Yeah, it's not as though we do kind of have a shopping list when we go to the shows, but
Maybe
Yeah, everything changes.
Maybe we'll add them to the list and make sure we keep an eye out.
Yeah.
The Hogue Deca, the MagnaCut version of the Hogue Deca. This is, I believe, the lowest price they have ever been available for. Standardly, $140 right now, just over $118 right now. U.S. made with MagnaCut steel, with great crossbar locking action. Just so smooth, so taut.
Yeah.
Very good deal.
Hogues are a good value even at full price.
Even at standard price.
Yeah.
They really are. And now even more so. Stonewash finish on this one with the clip point blade shape. The sheep's foot, modified sheep's foot's also available with its compound grinds. Deep carry pocket clip with reversibility built in. Just excellent. We've also got our exclusive version of the Deca on sale, which also comes with MagnaCut steel. And this has that modified sheep's foot profile on it. These come with G10. This is red G-Mascus G10. Normally $166 and some change. Right now $141 and some change. So about the same price as the plastic handled versions are normally for a cool G10 option. Sorry. So might need a little bit of breaking in. That's fine. And then the Misto. Gotta talk about the Misto. This is their premium crossbar locking everyday carry type of folder. Normally $320, or normally about $330, now $280 and some change right now. Black Tonto blade or stone-washed drop point available, although on the website it calls it a clip point. I'm gonna fire someone here right now. 3.4 inches long, MagnaCut steel, titanium handles, red accents overall.
Yeah, look at the milling on that. That is cool.
It's a lot of milling going on with those kind of swirled curly cues going on. Still that same great action, just it's got a smoothness to it that is very Hogue. Like just the way they do it tends to have that. Very nice. Good price on that too. Very good price on that. We've got some Spartans to take a look at.
Sweet.
2, in fact.
While you find that, let me. Someone's been asking how long the Rat 1 is on sale for. I've seen this question a couple times, so let's see if we can get an answer for him.
I do not know.
Yeah, that's the question. I don't know how long it's going to be on sale for.
That's one we may, if we can find an answer to that, we'll pin that in a comment after this video posts in its non-live incarnation.
I'd say if they're concerned about it not being in stock right now, place your order.
Yeah, so the website does say it's out of stock right now, but we have more that we are.
We know a guy.
that are on their way. So you should still be able to put an order in it right now. Don't worry about it. If that's the crux of why the question is coming in, and if not, if you're wondering for later, it's not to be like Flip, but it's like $23. So
Yeah.
if that price point is still something that you got to like think hard about, I don't mean to insult you, so I get it. But yeah, don't worry about it.
Sezzle.
Don't worry about it not being in stock. That is true. Well,
Actually, that Sezzle makes a little more sense on some of these knives you have up on the screen.
yeah, some of these. So these Spartans are marked down significantly, but they are still pricey knives, and we have recently added Sezzle as a payment option to the site, so you can split it up into 4 payments if you want. The SHF 3.25, we'll start with that. Normally $415, $350 right now. 3¼ inch S45 VN blade, Bill Harsey design, titanium handles with a frame lock. These knives in general, the SHF series, is one I've always described as, while not equaling something like a Chris Reeves Sebenza in terms of like quality and refinement, it gets close. Like it's not that far off of those premium folding knife products. The 3.25 is the SHF 3.25 is a great shape, not too big or bulky, just a great EDC size. The standard SHF is roughly a 4-inch blade, and we've got some of the special editions of these on sale. This is the Royal Flush handle treatment with a 4-inch S45 VN blade. Normally $550 right now, $425. It's $175 off. Or
Nice.
wait, $125 off. Math. It's not my strong suit. On this premium folder, and you get that cool Royal Flush treatment on there. Several of the fancy versions are on sale.
Also, the engraved versions are all sort of a one and done thing. Well, no, that's not true. Some of them have come back.
Some of them have come back, but typically when they do these, it's only going to be available for like the year they release them.
Yep.
This one is actually, I don't know when this one was from. This might have been from a couple of years ago, and it just didn't sell out. I'm not sure. I actually don't have it listed on there.
Most of those special engraved ones, though, are like limited editions. So the specific engraving is not going to be around forever.
Don't
Indeed. Don't wait. The next one, it's not a huge discount on it, but it is a noteworthy discount.
It's a knife we've been admiring too. This one is rising in the ranks.
Yeah, this is on my short list of best affordable knives to be released this year. It's the Concept Helix, a Mikkel Wilhelmsen design. And it offers a lot at its regular price of just under $49. You got a 3.6-inch D2 blade. It's broad, it's beefy enough, but still slicey enough. Micarta handle inlays on top of the frame with a button lock. And it's not just the fact that this is a lot material-wise for what you get for your money.
Yeah.
The design of it comes into play too. Like the expert design of Mikkel Wilhelmsen, it has like all of his signature traits without being too over the top. And it is something that as soon as you put it in your hand, you're like, oh, I am going to be able to really work this knife.
Yeah.
It is a bargain at $49 right now. We're on sale for $41 and some change. Worth putting in. This one right here, again, this is one that actually says out of stock, but it says typically ships in 2 to 3 business days. That's because from our supplier, we're able to get more and we'll be getting it to you. So don't let it dissuade you if you like the look of this knife and you see that out of stock message. Don't worry about that. We're good to go. Awesome knife at its regular price, even awesomer right now. All right, I got a couple fixed blades, some Jack Wolves, and then NAFs to talk about.
Cool.
The Jack Wolves are all pretty significantly marked down. $300 price normally. I had to check, make sure this one, I might have grabbed the wrong one here.
Sure. Someone is asking, while you pull that up, any deals on Demco Shark Lock knives?
You want to pull that up?
I can say yes, there are definitely deals on Shark Lock knives. I will get you exactly the deals, but I believe all of our exclusives.
All of the K110 steel versions, which is a D2, a name brand D2, are at like $120 right now.
Yeah, let's see. Specials here. I'm clickety-clicking my way there.
This one's not.
Yeah, so K110 steel is, like you said, it's brand name D2. I think most people would consider it a sort of upgrade from D2 just because it's got bowlers.
There's like more quality control.
Exactly. It's got quality control.
Sorry to interrupt you there. I didn't mean to.
So they're on sale right now for $119, which is pretty close, if not it's pretty close to the lowest price they've ever been. We also have the free rein fixed blade. Even though you were asking about shark locks, and this is a fixed blade, the free rein fixed blade OS 10 version is on sale for $125.
I mean, if you want a really strong lock, fixed blade.
Yeah.
Yeah. We even still have some of the 3V exclusives. So if you want that upgraded, super tough blade steel, we still have a few of those in stock. Looks like just the clip point and the carbon fiber shark's foot. The clip point with the grab-free handle, $175. Shark's foot with carbon fiber, $220.
Nice.
So those sale prices should last at the least through the Black Friday weekend. But yeah, got some sweet deals on shark locks for sure.
Excellent, excellent. Let's talk about Jack Wolf now.
Speaking of locks,
I accidentally picked one on the table that wasn't actually on sale, so I had to move it off to the side. Jack Wolf slip joints are typically, the way we can describe pretty much all of them is traditionally inspired patterns, but with all modern construction. Titanium handles, S90V blade steel on both of these, screw together construction, and modern handle inlays. These are all normally, or these two and most of the ones on sale right now are normally $300. We're on sale for just under $240 right now. And we've got the Little Bro Jack right here with a 2.67-inch blade. Great snap and walk and talk to these knives. This right here is the Midnight Jack, kind of a sheep's foot Barlow pattern.
I love that pattern.
You do, yeah. The Mini Cyborg Jack, the Sharpshooter Jack, the Benny. The Benny's actually a front flipper with a liner lock or a frame lock.
Nice.
So that is also available. Those are a bit more expensive than the slip joints here. Those are normally $350. They're at $280 right now.
Yeah. You know, these would be an amazing gift for somebody like a grandparent, say. Like someone who maybe is used to carrying a knife, has become accustomed to those old school slip joints. You can get them one of these, show them what modern blade steels can do, how good modern blade steel has gotten, and they still can appreciate the patterns that they know and love. And plus the packaging is amazing too.
The packaging is always fun too. I'll just show this is the Little Bro Jack. Each one comes in an aluminum tube with custom artwork for each release, which is always very cool. It comes with some collectible stuff on the inside, a pocket slip, a cleaning rag. You know, it's a good package overall. NAFs, here's another good affordable option. The standard Lander is normally it's $45. We're closer to $40 right now for the on sale price. Yeah, $40.49. So not a huge discount, but a really popular knife, and you can save a few bucks on it right now. 2 3/4-inch D2 blade, neutral handle, blue G10 here, but it's got the fast swappable scales, so you can take these off very easily without having to undo the pivot, which is nice. And they actually make the 3D print files for these freely available. So there's a lot of folks out there doing aftermarket stuff for this, in addition to the other scale options you can pick up straight from NAFs as well.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. A lot of NAFs stuff is on sale. That's the only one I had in front of the table. The other kind of like, I think really noteworthy one, you can get a few bucks off of like the Lander 2 as well, kind of a similar, not a huge savings, but a few bucks off that you see on this one right here. But they're